Hi everyone, in this video we're going to learn about expressing likes and dislikes. Fiona's told me I'm the student today and I'm not really sure what's going to happen, so let's dive in.
That's right. So Gwilym is going to be learning along just like you. He hasn't seen the script or anything that I've prepared. So we're going to be learning about how to express likes and dislikes. As ever, there is a Skritter deck to help you retain everything that you've learned in today's lesson. Skritter is the app to get you to Chinese and Japanese masteries. Download the app today to get Skritter's guide to learning Chinese. Access thousands of textbooks and hundreds of custom-made decks. All right, so we're going to be talking about likes and dislikes, and I'm going to be using, and again, this won't represent Gwilym's, well, maybe it will, actual opinion, but we need a subject of hate or love, right? Okay. So we're going to very simply be using cats and dogs.
Okay.
Just as an example. Well, I know.
Can we do stinky tofu? I'm going to get a lot of hate if I say that I dislike dogs on the internet.
Just for the purpose of learning Mandarin, okay?
So we're play devil's advocate.
Yeah, you can't. Anything you hear in today's lesson is not Gwilym's actual opinion, right? Okay. So we're going to use 猫 狗 as the subject of our likes and dislikes. All right, 猫 狗. Now we're going to cover some terms to express likes and dislikes, and I'm going to get Gwilym to kind of try and rank them. And what we'll do, we're obviously using cards, but what we'll do is we'll be displaying them on the screen. All right, so first off, let's start with a simple one. 喜欢. Let's imagine that you like a cat. How would you say that?
It's very presumptive. 我喜欢狗. Dogs. I like dogs.
Okay. 你喜欢狗. Right, and we're gonna assume maybe then that you 不喜欢
cats.
Yeah.
我不喜欢猫.
Okay, so right now we've got a clear divide. 喜欢 on one side, 不喜欢 on the other side. Now, maybe let's go with the most extreme feelings, right?
Okay, like hate.
That's
disliked.
Okay, do you know what hate is in Mandarin?
恨.
恨. 恨. 我恨狗. I don't hate dogs, right? Now, love, can you say that? How would you say that? I love dogs.
爱.
Yeah.
我爱狗.
That's correct. You love dogs. So we've got hate, love, like, dislike. 爱, 恨, 不喜欢, 喜欢. Let's go for something a bit in between the dislike and hate. Do you know how you would express a strong dislike of something?
Give me a hint. What does it start with?
讨.
讨厌.
That's correct. 我讨厌猫, right? So I would say that kind of slots in between 不喜欢 and 恨.
So based on where you've placed it, it's much worse than 不喜欢,
yes.
which is just I dislike, whereas this is I really don't like.
Yeah, let me using Gwilym's stinky tofu example, right? 我不喜欢臭豆腐. You're just saying you don't like it. I would presume that that person, maybe at a pinch, would still eat it, right? You just don't like it, but you know, if you had to, you probably, maybe, again, this is me presuming. But if the person said, 我讨厌吃臭豆腐, 我讨厌臭豆腐, I would definitely presume that they don't like it, right? It's quite a strong dislike. Now, I'm going to give you some ambiguous ones to kind of express, well, exactly that kind of feeling, right? So we've got 还好.
还好, that's very common in Taiwan, just for like, so.
你喜欢臭豆腐吗?
还好.
I will actually give you this tip, particularly in a Taiwanese context. If you say 还好, I would say it actually leans, rather than being dead in the center, it leans more towards the dislike area. In fact, I heard an anecdote of someone from Hong Kong coming over to, you know, have some beef noodles or something, and the proprietor asked the Hong Kongese tourists, you know, 哦，你喜欢今天的牛肉面你喜欢吗? And they said 还好, because apparently, again, maybe you guys can correct me, apparently in Cantonese, 还好 leans more the other way towards the like scale, but in Taiwan it kind of means actually wasn't very good. It's kind of like a polite way to say it wasn't very good. So the proprietor was kind of shocked.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it.
And the Hong Kongese tourist is kind of shocked that that was the reaction because that wasn't what they meant to say. So bear that in mind when using 还好. Now, I'm going to give you another one. 没什么感觉.
No particular feelings.
Right, so if you want to say, I have no particular feelings towards cats. So just like in English, you would say towards. 我对猫没什么感觉。我对臭豆腐没什么感觉。
我对 Rings of Power 没什么感觉。
对，我觉得 Rings of Power
还好。
还好。Why recently trashing?
Because it's like, it's
power.
not bad, it's not good, it's just
还好,
like,
right?
meh.
Again, 还好 leaning in Taiwan, leaning closer to dislike, 没什么感觉, I think really is down the middle.
Here, 我对猫没什么感觉。No, 我很爱猫。
So do you guys hear what Gwilym very naturally used just then? He used the character
很
So I've got 3 characters. So obviously we've got this scale for you. And you might want to, again, add some more nuance, add some more emphasis to how much you dislike, or how much you hate something. And in this instance, Gwilym used 很. So let's say you really like cats. What would you say?
我很喜欢猫。
Yes. And then if you really dislike cats, you would say, using maybe 讨厌, yeah?
我很讨厌猫。
猫, yes. 我很讨厌猫. Now, let's add another character to really make this feeling extreme, right? So let's say Gwilym, can you think of the word that I'm trying to?
非常
非常, or, that's actually very good. I missed that in my prep. But we've got
超 super.
super, 超级. So, 超级 is the expanded form, but most often you'll hear just the one character, 超, right? So let's say you super love cats. What would you say?
我超爱猫。
That's correct. We've talked about terms to supercharge the words that we've just learned. How about a term to kind of dull it down a bit, right? You don't want to express such extreme feelings of likes and dislike. Let's say you want to say, I don't really like cats that much. Do you know how you might say that in Mandarin?
Can I lick your flashcard? 没那么
没那么，我没那么喜欢猫，我没那么不喜欢 it's a bit double. 我没那么不喜欢 Rings of Power. I don't really dislike it that much. All right, so the final topic that I wanted to cover with you, Gwilym, and you kind of slightly alluded to that earlier. We've been using very basic subjects of like and dislike, right? We've been using 臭豆腐, 猫,
Rings of Power.
Yeah, but you'll actually find the structure change quite a bit when expressing like and dislike to your senses when it comes to listening to music, eating food, watching something, and drinking something. Why? Let me give you those examples in Mandarin. 好听, 好吃, 好看. What was the final one? 好喝, right?
Yeah, we hear there's a lot in daily life. 好喝,
Yes.
好听, 好看.
好吃. So when someone is asking you your likes and dislikes towards, for example, bubble tea, a movie, right? I know we were using Rings of Power. You will actually have to respond with that structure. So Gwilym, why don't you ask me if I like drinking bubble tea?
Fiona, 你喜欢喝珍珠奶茶吗？
我喜欢喝珍珠奶茶, right? That was a structure that we just learned. But actually, you might also hear this response. 我觉得, I think, 珍珠奶茶很好喝.
Fiona, 你喜欢吃牛肉面吗？
我很喜欢吃牛肉面。我觉得牛肉面超好吃。
Okay, so 超好吃 and
So I'm
很喜
using,
欢
I'm using those intensifiers again just to add a bit of spice. But I'm responding with that 好吃,好喝,好听,好看 structure, because this is a very unique structure to these sense verbs. All right, well, we hope you found this likes and dislikes video useful.
And if you want to learn all the words, we've made a special Skritter deck. In one section, there'll be all of these words for giving your opinion and also these words for expressing the intensity of that opinion.
All right, we'll see you next time. 再见.
Bye!